Today we embark on a journey through the life and legacy of one of history's most extraordinary figures, Genghis Khan. Born in the vast steppes of Central Asia, he rose from obscurity to forge the largest contiguous empire the world has ever known. His name evokes both awe and terror, as his conquests reshaped the political, cultural, and economic landscapes of Eurasia. Genghis Khan was not merely a conqueror. He was a visionary leader whose influence extended far beyond his lifetime. His story is one of resilience, strategic brilliance, and unparalleled ambition, making him a figure whose life and achievements defy the ordinary. Genghis Khan, originally named Temujin, was born around 1162 near the Onan River in modern-day Mongolia. His early years were marked by hardship and adversity. His father, Yasuji, a minor tribal chief, was poisoned when Temujin was just 9 years old, leaving his family abandoned by their tribe and forced to survive in the harsh Mongolian wilderness. This period of struggle forged Temujin's character, teaching him the value of loyalty, perseverance, and self-reliance. He learned to hunt, ride, and fight, skills that would later define his leadership. Despite the challenges, Temujin's charisma and determination began to attract followers. By his late teens, he had already demonstrated a keen ability to unite disparate groups, a talent that would become the cornerstone of his future empire. His early alliances and rivalries with other tribal leaders set the stage for his eventual rise to power. Temujin's upbringing was not one of privilege, but of survival, and it was this relentless spirit that would propel him to greatness. Temujin's ascent to power was neither swift nor easy. In the late 12th century, the Mongolian steppes were a patchwork of warring tribes, each vying for dominance. Temujin's ability to inspire loyalty and his strategic mind allowed him to gradually consolidate power. By 1206, he had united the Mongol tribes under his banner, a feat that had eluded his predecessors for centuries. At a Kurultai, or tribal assembly, he was proclaimed Genghis Khan, the universal ruler. Genghis Khan's rise was characterized by his innovative approach to warfare and governance. He reorganized the Mongol army into a disciplined and mobile force, emphasizing speed, coordination, and psychological warfare. His army was not just a collection of warriors. It was a well-oiled machine, capable of adapting to any terrain or enemy. Genghis Khan also introduced a meritocratic system, promoting soldiers based on skill and loyalty rather than lineage. This approach ensured that his army remained cohesive and effective, even as it grew in size and diversity. His early campaigns against the Western Xia and Jin dynasties demonstrated his military genius. He employed tactics such as feigned retreats and encirclements, which confused and overwhelmed his enemies. By 1215, Genghis Khan had captured Beijing, marking the beginning of his expansion beyond Mongolia. His rise to power was not just a personal triumph. It was the birth of an empire that would stretch from the Pacific Ocean to the Caspian Sea. Genghis Khan's conquests were unparalleled in their scale and speed. His campaigns were not merely about territorial expansion. They were about reshaping the world. In 1219, he turned his attention westward, launching an invasion of the Khwarezmian Empire in Persia. The Khwarezmian ruler's execution of Mongol envoys provided Genghis Khan with a casus belli, and his forces swept through the region with devastating efficiency. Cities such as Samarkand, Bokhara, and Urgench fell to the Mongols, their populations either massacred or enslaved. The invasion of the Khwarezmian Empire was a turning point. It demonstrated Genghis Khan's ability to project power far beyond the steppes and marked the beginning of his empire's transformation into a global force. His armies, led by brilliant generals like Jib and Subutai, employed a combination of terror and diplomacy to subdue resistance. The Mongols' reputation for ruthlessness often led to surrenders without a fight, allowing Genghis Khan to conserve his forces for more challenging battles. By the early 1220s, Genghis Khan's empire stretched from China to the Caspian Sea. His conquests were not limited to military victories. They also facilitated cultural, and economic exchanges across Eurasia. The Pax Mongolica, or Mongol Peace, allowed trade routes like the Silk Road to flourish, connecting east and west in ways that had not been seen since the Roman Empire. Genghis Khan's conquests were not just about destruction. They were about creating a new world order, one that would leave a lasting legacy on global history. Genghis Khan's genius extended beyond the battlefield. He understood that an empire as vast as his required efficient governance and administration. He established a legal code known as the Yasa, which provided a uniform set of laws for his empire. The Yasa emphasized loyalty, discipline, and religious tolerance, ensuring stability and cohesion among his diverse subjects. Genghis Khan also implemented a system of communication and transportation that was revolutionary for its time. He established a network of relay stations, known as the Yam, which allowed messengers to travel rapidly across the empire. This system facilitated the swift movement of information and troops, enabling Genghis Khan to maintain control over his vast territories. His administrative reforms extended to taxation and trade. Genghis Khan encouraged commerce and protected merchants, recognizing that economic prosperity was essential for the stability of his empire. He also promoted religious freedom, allowing people of different faiths to practice their beliefs without persecution. This policy not only fostered harmony within his empire, but also attracted scholars, artisans, and traders from across the known world. Genghis Khan's approach to governance was pragmatic and forward-thinking. He understood that an empire built on conquest alone would not endure. By creating systems that promoted stability, communication, and economic growth, he laid the foundation for an empire that would outlast his lifetime. Genghis Khan's personal life was as complex as his public persona. He was a man of contradictions, both merciless and magnanimous, ruthless and visionary. His loyalty to his family and friends was unwavering, yet he could be brutally punitive to those who betrayed him. He valued intelligence and courage, surrounding himself with advisors and generals who shared his ambition and drive. Despite his reputation for brutality, Genghis Khan was also known for his generosity. He rewarded loyalty and merit, often elevating individuals from humble backgrounds to positions of power. His ability to inspire devotion was one of his greatest strengths, and it was this quality that allowed him to unite the Mongol tribes and conquer vast territories. Genghis Khan's character was shaped by the hardships of his early life. He was resilient, adaptable, and relentless in the pursuit of his goals. His leadership style was characterized by a combination of charisma and discipline, and he demanded the same level of commitment from his followers. His personal life, marked by multiple marriages and alliances, reflected his political strategy of forging bonds through kinship and diplomacy. The latter years of Genghis Khan's life were marked by both triumph and decline. By the 1220s, his empire had reached its zenith, but the strain of constant campaigning began to take its toll. In 1227, while leading a campaign against the Tanga Western Xia, Genghis Khan fell from his horse and suffered injuries that would ultimately lead to his death. He died in August 1227, leaving behind an empire that stretched from the Pacific Ocean to the Caspian Sea. His death plunged the Mongol world into mourning, but it also set the stage for the division of his empire among his sons and successors. According to Mongol tradition, Genghis Khan was buried in an unmarked grave, ensuring that his final resting place would remain a mystery. His death marked the end of an era, but his legacy would continue to shape the course of history for centuries to come. Genghis Khan's legacy is one of paradoxes. He is remembered as both a destroyer and a unifier, a conqueror who brought devastation but also facilitated cultural and economic exchange. His empire laid the groundwork for the modern world, connecting East and West in ways that had not been seen before. The Mongol Empire's influence can be seen in the spread of ideas, technologies, and goods across Eurasia, fostering a period of globalization that would not be matched until the modern era. His descendants, including Kublai Khan, would go on to rule vast territories, from China to Persia, further extending the reach of his empire. Genghis Khan's name became synonymous with power and ambition, and his story continues to captivate historians and storytellers alike. His life and achievements remain a testament to the power of vision, determination, and leadership. Genghis Khan's life was a tapestry of triumph and tragedy, of conquest and creation. He rose from humble beginnings to become one of history's most influential figures, reshaping the world through his military genius and administrative innovations. His story is a reminder that greatness is not defined by circumstance, but by the choices we make and the legacies we leave behind. Thank you all for watching this video. Feel free to comment, and please subscribe to support the channel and the team.